Peace has finally arrived after a long time away. Yet Arthur's heart is ill at ease. Nevertheless, Arthur finds himself in Camelyard. Arthur tries his best to forget his painful past. Rife with fateful connections and conflicts. However, rejecting your past is often a futile and dangerous endeavour.
Your Majesty, I saw your banner on approach. I am Princess Guinevere, acting ruler of Camelyard.
Thank you for your warm welcome. I am indeed King Arthur Pendragon of Camelot. A pleasure to meet you.
And that will do for pageantry. What business brings you to Camelyard?
I have been pursuing an enchantress by the name of Morgan. I heard tale that there were those using dark magic here. She may be involved.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. We may have an issue with heretics, but that is a problem for Camelyard to solve. Camelot is our ally, but our matters remain our own.
Perhaps we started off on the wrong footing here.
What has you in such a state?
There are no soldiers at Serpenti's base. It's as if they vanished into thin air.
When was this confirmed? Were the posts abandoned? Signs of a struggle?
Things were fine until last night's shift change. We returned to the ruins today and they were just... empty.
Do you know the importance of... We must... I must compose myself. Nicholas!
Right here. I overheard the situation, Your Highness. I will go with you.
I offer my assistance in this matter, if you'll have it.
I will allow it, but you must defer to my judgment. Camelyard is an independent nation, and this is our land.
Lead the way, Princess.
Are you all right? Where are your parents?
Likely shocked silent by the presence of a noble. Do not bother yourself. This is Fairland Village.
A quaint and ideal little plot of land.
Their main trade is mushrooms, which grow in spots where the Fays have come and gone.
It seems peaceful, but the villagers may reveal some truths.
Oh? What brings you to speak to a simple man as myself, Your Highness? As quiet as a still sea round here. You heard of troubles elsewhere?
Heretics? Nah, none here. Never passed by, never even seen him.
An odd thing to be so certain of.
Oh, a bit overdressed, aren't you? Nothing fancy happening in this village.
Hey! This is the princess. Mind your manners.
Stop, Nicholas. He doesn't seem to know anything.
The mood of the village isn't just quiet, it's silent. Something seems off about it.
Perhaps it's just a boring small village of no importance.
No, I suspect Arthur is correct. With how close we are to the royal castle, it's impossible they're this ignorant of goings-on. This is suspicious. You again? Do you live in this village, little one?
Too much.
You'll have to speak up. Don't be afraid.
Your Highness, something seems off.
Be careful. Bad people.
I will return to the abyss, but no one can stop Rience's grand design.
Rience? So his dark magic still plagues us, then?
Not an old friend, I take it.
He was once the royal mage of Camelliard, but it came to light that he had committed acts of unspeakable evil. He was awaiting execution, but he managed to escape, then vanish. He experimented with ancient black magic to mutate humans into different organisms. Countless innocent lives were sacrificed. It was a dark time.
That does sound like a talent which would catch Morgan's eye.
Child, do you know what happened to the villagers? To your family?
Strange ones took them. Scary ones. Bad ones. Took them to the Fountain of Fays.
They were taken alive? We must hurry, or the fate they face will be worse than we can fathom. Live victims can only mean that Rience has resumed his vile experiments.
Hail and well met. I am Lancillotto, an humble servant of the Summer Court.
What brings you to Camelliard?
As your Highness is aware, Camelliard has been home to many Fays throughout the ages. However, the connection to the Fays here has faded. Perhaps it may have been lost altogether, and Vivian is gravely concerned.
Missing soldiers, disturbed Fays, and now this fog. What dark plotting could be going on?
Darkness is indeed spreading. I worry. As though I feel the magic of the Fae from the fog, there are none in sight. Your Majesty, Your Highness, I would like to accompany you. I believe our concerns are shared, and so any hope of victory shall require all help at hand.
This isn't for me to decide. How do you feel about this, Your Highness?
It is not a poor occasion to have an extra friend by our side. Thank you, Sir Lancelot.
It is my deepest honor.
Heretics. They seem to have been performing some sort of ritual.
Exactly what kind of people are these cloaked zealots?
In this region, there remain those who worship Crom Cruach, an ancient god who oppressed humanity in ages past. Pushed too far, mankind pushed back, fiercely. Crom Cruach's bodily remains were divided and sealed in separate places. Part of those remains are hidden within Camelliard. Worshippers of Crom Cruach make frequent pilgrimages here in search of his remains, and of course, trouble follows with them. We have been watching them as closely as we could. Upsettingly, their numbers have only grown. They've recently caused problems both inside and outside the castle.
No doubt it is some of those troubles and problems which caught the attention of my own court.
You fools! The price for interrupting our secret ritual is death!
What terrible beasts! Surely they do not come from your lands.
There are animals with magical powers in these lands, but they obey no man and do not have forms as terrible as those ones.
There is no nature to those creatures. They are corruptions of flesh.
I agree. It feels abnormal, as if someone pieced them together using magic.
Could that be possible? Perhaps we had merely never seen the wicked things before.
I cannot imagine what dark shadows would have hidden them. Regardless, we must keep moving. Your Majesty, perhaps you recognize these two statues?
I am ashamed to say I do not, as this is my first time in Camelyard. Will you enlighten me?
These statues immortalize two heroes who rose up against the ancient gods to usher in a new era for humankind. One is Peredir, the hero who led the rebellion, and the other is his confidant and companion, Ginevra, the founding mother of Camelyard.
Peredir is indeed familiar to me.
They won their war, but the pair were fated to not return together. Ginevra traveled alone, founded Camelyard, and spent the remainder of her life here.
Seems a tragic tale.
But not without romance. This is now a popular destination for young couples in Camelyard seeking the same eternal love that these two shared while apart.
Never-ending devotion is indeed a treasure some would travel the world for.
Speaking of travels, we should be off.
The fog is too dense. I'm losing the path in it.
As expected, this fog was created by Fey magic. I doubt we will be able to pass through it. Fey spells can only be broken by a Fey. We must find one nearby and ask what is going on. Fortunately, I can sense it hasn't been long since whomever cast this spell passed through. There is Fey dust swirling in the air. We must follow it.
One more move and it'll be your last.
I am baffled and befuddled by your brutishness.
You! What are you doing to the Forest Fey, your own kind?
This doesn't concern humans. My kind shall survive all the horrors yours will fall to.
Such wickedness. Arthur, shall we show this creature the might of man?
I could be persuaded to give a lesson in manners.
Thank you, kind knight. You must be Lancillotto. You've brought us help, yes?
That is the hope. Things here seemed dire. Can you tell me what has happened?
Some humans have been buying captured Fays from the Redcaps. And Redcaps know very well where to find hiding Fays. I cast a barrier of fog to try and take cover, but I was a little too late.
Your kind are being bought and sold? We shall bring the justice of our kingdoms upon the foul traders.
Please, yes. There are still those who remain captured. Save my friend before they're taken somewhere else. I will lift the fog barrier to the north.
As you clear the path, so shall we follow along it.